Hello students, today we are discussing the topic curve fitting. As the name itself says, here in this topic we'll discuss the fitting of curves to given set of values. In an experiment, we get some data in terms of input and output. Input, let's suppose we are taking the values of x, as an output we are getting the values of y, and we plot those points on the xy coordinate plane. Now, a curve of best fit which can pass through most of the points of the given data or nearest to them is drawn. Means if we plot those values on a given graph paper, we try to connect most of the points in the way to get a curve which is known as best fit. The best fit curve may or may not pass through all the given points, but it will pass through most of the points or nearest to them. Now, the process of finding such an equation of best fit is known as curve fitting. For the purpose, the method of least square is the best to fit a curve to given data. So for that purpose, for the curve fitting purpose, we prefer method of least squares. Now before starting with that method, let us take a given data values drawn on xy plane. Let's suppose we need to fit a straight line y equal to a plus bx to this set of values x1 y1 x2 y2 dot 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 up to xn yn. In this plot I am taking 4 points. Here x1 y1 is towards the x axis, x2 y2 is towards the y axis, x3 y3, and in general we are taking xi yi. From the first one, let's suppose x1 y1 is, this is the location of obtained point. x1 y1 means your obtained point, and since we need to approximate that point by this line y equals to a plus bx, so we are measuring the difference of original point y1 and the approximated point y1 dash by d1. Here this d1 is the difference between the values of y. Similarly, in the second point x2 y2, we are measuring the difference of original and approximated by d2. Similarly, in third point, it is, we are calling d3, and there is a ith point, we call the difference di. By seeing this straight line already fitted, we find that this d1, obviously this d1 will be negative, d2 will be positive, d3 will be negative, and di will be positive, and like that. Means some of the differences are negative, some of the differences are positive. In the method of least squares, we need to find the minimum of sum of the squares of these deviations. These ये जो d हमने यहाँ पे नोट किया, we are calling this d as a deviation. So now come to in detail. The method of least squares states that the curve of best fit is that for which the sum of the squares of the deviations is a minimum. Like in the earlier graph we explained, the same graph is on this page also, lower bottom. We need to minimize this deviation. Since the deviation are somewhere these are positive, some places it is negative, so we take the squares of these deviations. One must done here that method of least square doesn't help us to determine the form of approximate curve of best fit. Means if the data values are given, by method of least square you are not measuring the best fitted curve. You are measuring, if you know about the curve, that means let's suppose you need to fit a straight line, you need to fit a parabola. So if it only determines the best possible values of the constant in the equation when the form of curve is known to us. If you need to fit a straight line, the constants here we are taking y equals to abx, the constant are a and b. Same for fitting the parabola, the equation of standard parabola we are taking here is y equals to a plus bx plus cx square. So the constants here are a, b, c. So by method of least squares we determine the best possible values of these constants. Okay, now we come to the formation of best fitted curve. So for that purpose we first study fitting of a straight line. So the same graph we are discussing here is the fitting of a best straight line. So let us suppose the straight line to fit a given set of observations x I y I, where I is from 1 to n, be y equal to a plus bx. We assume this line as a best fitted line. In this assumption, a and b are not known to us. We need to find the best possible values of a and b. For that purpose, in the drawing, we calculate the deviations d1, d2, d3 dot 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 dn. Now for any xi, the observed value is yi and the expected value is yi dash, because we are approximated those points by the points on straight line. So the deviation will be di equals to yi minus yi dash, means original value minus approximated value. Now since approximated value is the value of y at x equals to xi, straight line is y equals to a plus bx, so this deviation is equals to yi minus a plus bxi. Now as we already discussed that the deviation is sometimes negative also. So sum of the squares of these deviation, and we know that the square always be positive. So we take the square of these deviation by s. It is equation number 2. Now equation 1 we assume y equals to a plus bx will be the curve of best fit. When it will be? Only when the constants a and b are determined in such a way that s be a minimum. S means the equation number 2. So we need to determine a and b for which the s is minimum, and this is calculated by del s by del a equals to 0, del s by del b equals to 0. Also the second derivatives are greater than 0. It is the condition for getting minima or maxima of the condition. This is the condition for minima, where the first derivative is equals to 0 gives stationary point and the second derivative is greater than 0, and these calculations denoted the behavior. Now by del s by del a equals to 0, if you differentiate that s with respect to a and then put 0, a simple differentiation gives summation of yi is equals to a n. Here a n means a plus a plus a plus a plus n times gives n into a, plus summation b xi. It is your first equation. Now if you differentiate s with respect to b, you get another equation, summation xi yi is equal to a summation xi plus b summation xi square. It is equation number 4. Now by solving equation 3 and 4, the obtained equations for best fit straight line are summation y equals to n into a plus b summation x, and the second one is summation xy equals to a summation x plus b summation x square. These two equations are also called by the normal equation of a best fitted line. There is a trick to learn these normal equations. First trick, just write down the summation with the given straight line y equals to a plus bx. If you apply the summation, you will get summation y equals to summation a plus b constant summation x. Now summation a gives a plus a n times, so it is first equation arising, And to get the second normal equation, just multiply the given straight line with x. So you get xy plus ax plus bx square and apply summation. You get the second equation. Now again, we study fitting a fitting a second degree parabola. Now proceeding on the same manner as we discussed for the line, we first assume the given set of observation, the parabola be y equals to a plus bx plus cx square. Now if you set the deviation di, then sum of the squares of the deviations, and then differentiate y with respect to differentiate s, sum of the squares with respect to a, with respect to b, and with respect to c, and then put 0, we get these three normal equations. Again, there is a trick to learn these. Just simply apply summation to the given equation 1. Summation y equals to a n plus b summation x plus c summation x square. Second equation you can generate, multiply equation of parabola with x and then use summation. You get the second normal equation. Multiply the given equation of parabola with x square and then take summation. You get the third equation of normal equations. So these three normal equations, students, you must remember that we already discussed that according to the number of unknown terms, we need number of equations. If there are two unknown terms, we need two equations. If there are three unknown terms, we need three equations. So for the straight line, we have two normal equations. For the second degree parabola, we have three equations. Now let us take some examples. First example, we need to fit a straight line y equals to ax plus b using least square criteria, and the data is x, y, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1.8, etc. Now firstly note down the normal equations. Those are summation y equals to a summation x plus n into b. Now in this question, the straight line assumed as y equals to ax plus b, and you apply the summation, the n arises with b, not with a. We discuss in theory it is with a, but in the question it is ax plus b, so we behave accordingly. The second normal equation obtained by multiplying the given equation with x and taking summation. The obtained equation here, we are getting summation xy equals to a summation x square plus b summation x. Now here capital N represents total number of terms. Now in this table we are having 5 terms, so capital N equals to 5. Summation x equals to 10, summation y equals to 16.9. If you put all these values in the normal equations, we get two equations in a and b, and solving them gives a equals to 0.72 and b equals to 1.33. Hence the least square method gives the straight line y equals to 0.72 plus 1.33x. Again, let us take next example. Fit a least square quadratic curve. Quadratic curve means again parabola. So here we assume ax square plus bx plus c. Now this setup, in this assumption, a is with x square, b is with x, c is a constant. So the normal equations you will raise. First equation, take the summation as it is. You will get summation y equals to a summation x square plus b summation x plus n into c. Second equation, just multiply with it x and then again summation. You will get second and third. So by this process, we obtained three normal equations, and again by putting all the data here, x equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, y is 1.7, 1.8, 2.3, 3.2, and calculate all the data, you will get three equations in ABC. Now solving these three equations, we obtain a equals to 0.2, b equals to minus 0.5, c equals to 2. Hence the parabola we obtain here is 0.2 x square minus 0.5 x plus 2. Now since here y is a function of x, so in this question we have one more requirement. We need to get y at 2.4. So if you set x equals to 2.4, the resultant is 1.952. Again the question, least square straight line for the following data, x equals to 4 and at x at y equals to 4. These are some requirement after getting the straight line. Use the same process. Firstly write down the normal equations. Students, here you must learn one thing. that straight line you may write in terms of a plus bx, or you may write y equals to ax plus b. Both are same. So try to learn the generation of formula, generation of normal equations. That is very important here. The normal equation, as I discussed with you, that first normal equation, simply take the summation of given straight line. Second normal equation, multiply x with the given straight line and then take summation. So you'll get these two normal equations very easily. Now from the given data table, your task is to simply calculate summation x, summation y, summation x square, summation x into y, and put in the normal equations and obtain a and b. It is the only task you have to apply here. Now in this technique, least square, the question demands you need to get x on y. For some y means some inverse calculation is needed here. Now if for x you need y, then x is independent or y is dependent. But if you need if you need x for some y, that statement directly says कि now y is independent and x is dependent. Now to generate x in this case, we again generate the straight line x equals to b0 plus b1y, and again the normal equations. Now the changes arising here is left side is capital X, whereas the right side is y. Earlier we discussed left side with y and right side with x. It is the change here, and calculate the constants and obtain the estimation. Here one more example. P and W are given. The straight line we need to fit here is P equals to M into W plus C. Now the two constants are M and C here. P and W are given. So if P and W are given, we generate the normal equations by using the same trick. And after getting these, we obtain the values of M and C by equation number 3. Again, the example is for the fitting the parabola for this curve. Students, you can easily find in each and every problem that the calculator calculation are important here. Otherwise, the problems, the questions are not getting any specification. Only data x and y are given. You need to write down the normal equations and then calculate x, x square, x cube, x4, xy, x square y, etc. Putting those in normal equations and getting a, b, c. After getting a, b, c, they finally get answer.